It's Heavy T here. Just wanted to shoot out another video. I found out some information, and I was kind of going out on a limb. There was a gentleman that threw a comment out at me. His name was Bryan Tew, and it was about, I think it was about, I want to say about 2 months ago. That was about the time frame I got it, and it really made a lot of sense because I definitely knew that there was something going on with a supercomputer for sure. Because everything was changing so rapidly on our devices, there was no way that there could be a person that was doing it that quickly. So I kind of figured that there was some type of supercomputer that was involved with it. And I went ahead and I researched the information that he gave me, and it does come out, it pans out. And it's called CTO2 2.0. And what it is it's a highly sophisticated and advanced system that uses remote neural networks, and it basically it tracks you, and it's a computer interface that attaches to your brain through the RNM. It's called an RNM, and that's a super beast computer that's using it, and it tracks and monitors you, and then takes that data, collects all that data that it integrates, and it compiles it produces an algorithm that actually manipulates you and monitors you as you go about your day. So it uses like gaming type of apps and things like that on your phones and on your devices, and uses every one of those and creates the algorithms that it can get into your phones, listen to you, watch you, pretty much do everything. And it's really sophisticated. And it's definitely being used. There's a couple of companies that are involved with it. Silicon Valley is involved with it. There's also a couple of others. Silicon, I guess in New York City is another one. And there's other tech hubs within the United States and all over the world that are actually involved with this thing. And one of the things that one of the groups that's highly involved with it is the Silicon Wadi Israel group. And what I think they're doing is I think they're tracking certain bloodlines, and they're attacking us, certain bloodlines that they feel threatened by. I've always thought it had something to do with blood, but I really do think that they're using this system to attack us with, and I think it's information that they have. One of the people that I believe might be involved with it does have some connections to Israel, and it says that they contact the fusion centers, and then they interface and integrate with local, state, and federal agencies, and they basically pass down the information to the street soldier, syndicate groups or mafia syndicate groups, and the street gang people. They're the ones that create the street theater, so they're the soldiers on the ground, and then they carry out a lot of the tampering devices, the home invasions, break-ins, street theater, and things like that. Basically everything to aggravate you and manipulate you to get you upset, and then all the other devices, such as or serve as like data collection points, and it maps everything throughout your day, and then creates a digital profile of your composition habits, and it basically uses those habits to aggregate and monitor us, basically. Then the data created, like I said, produces the algorithms that manipulate us. So it's definitely everything panned out on that, and it makes a lot of sense, because one of the things that they want to collect on you is data, and if they're not collecting that data, it shuts down. So the federal agencies, they may be involved, but they're actually taking orders from a supercomputer is what's going on here, guys. And the supercomputer is passing on the instructions to them on where they need to go, where they need to track you, and things like that. So it's not them that's involved. It's whoever's in charge of this stuff right here would be the people that would be involved in our targeting. So it would be the whoever's in charge of these tech companies, and whoever's orchestrating these tech companies to put this data out against us and attack us with this supercomputer. That's what's going on here. And but there's something more to it that's kind of a little bit supernatural. I strongly feel that there's another presence with this, and because of the way that it's been tracking me, it's been very supernatural in nature, and it's like I said, I've seen some amazing stuff happen with some of my devices that I've never seen before. And it's almost like there might be a type of entity that's involved with this, guys, like some type of a deity or something that might be a spirit of, like, maybe a new world order spirit of AI or something that's actually helping this thing. Because like I said, I've just seen some really supernatural activity with some of my devices that I've never seen before, and it's stuff that just like is just out of this world. Like my devices, when I would turn them off, I would leave them off for over 30 days, and then I would come up and they would still be on. You know, things like that where there's something else happening with these devices. They're almost like alive on their own or something. I know I talked about the black goo possibly being in the screen of the phone, and there's just something to that, guys. There's something a little more to this thing that I haven't been able to put my finger on yet, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of shoot some information out on that and see what your guys' feedback is on it, and see if you guys are having the same issues and see what you guys think about that. The guy's name is Bryan Tew, and it's Bryan, I believe, and it's Tew. That's how you spell his name. And I think he's got a couple of YouTube videos up, so you might check out his name. I think you could probably Google search his name and find him, but he's got some videos where he's being attacked in several different areas all over the world. He's tried to get away from this thing, and he used to work for the DOJ and a couple of other companies that were private organizations. So he's got a lot of input, and it all checks out. I checked it out, and it checks out. So, and it does make sense because my targeting, the gangstalking, ended about about a month and a half ago, and it just seemed to kind of abruptly end when I started ignoring it. I started taking his advice, ignoring it, and I went dark. I didn't have my phone. I didn't have anything that was on. I just went completely dark. I wasn't even using a phone at that time, and it wasn't able to track me. See, I didn't have any devices or anything it could track me on at the time. It maybe had a couple on my TV possibly because I got a smart TV, but other than that, there was no other things that could track me on. So and it went away. It really did go away. So just some food for thought, and I thought I'd shoot that out at you guys. And I'm still putting together some preparations on what's coming up and what we need to do to get ready for, put our shield of God on, and really like get ready for this thing, because it's starting to get down to the like I said, the 12th hour, and I want anybody that's not prepared, I want you guys to be prepared and be ready for it, because it's not about politics, it's not about anything like that. It's good versus evil, guys, and you either got to get on one side or the other on this thing. And it's what kind of a future do you want? I mean, it's just basically coming down to that. And Yahshua's return is coming real soon, so I feel it, and I just want you guys to be ready and prepared. So I'm still putting together some stuff for that, but let me know what you guys think about this video here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. This is Heavy T. I'm out. Peace.